very different level right now. And especially the ruling party at the federal level, that's the APC, being said, enjoying some real patronage, people jumping ship from other supposed opposition parties, the Labour Party, the NNPP, New Nigeria People's Party, the main opposition party, PDP, and all of those parties. Even there are some governors who are still of the PDP who have, paid their allegiance, promised their allegiance to Mr. President to say, even in 2025, come 2027, we will work for you and we are for you. Some have made a promise in the past. In fact, later, they packed their bags and they have moved to the APC. And Nigerians are asking, what's the catch about the APC? What's the catch about the support for Mr. President? And many persons are saying that even that's on the executive side. How about legislative side, in which almost every month you will see a case of parliamentarians moving over to the ruling party? And that's what we are seeing in the PDP, especially that tsunami has caught up with the Osun State parliamentarians, in which 4 of them have jumped their ship, to move over to the APC. First, it was the 3 senators, representing the good people of Osun State, Osun East, Osun West, Osun Central, who like 2-3 months ago promised to say, we are for Ashiwaju. They made that promise. Later, 2 of them have jumped the ship right now. But the PDP, that's the party, is not just looking, and they have, approached the Federal High Court in Abuja seeking the removal of some 4 federal lawmakers from the state, as Osun State, over their defection to the APC. The affected legislators are Senator Francis Adenigba Fadansi, Osun East, Senator Olubi Oluwole Fadeyi, Osun Central, Honorable Mire Emmanuel Olusonya from Atakuma's East, West, and Elisha East and West Federal Constituency, and Honorable Taufik Abimbola Jilisoro, Ife Central, East, North, and South Federal Constituency. And those suits were filed separately, and the PDP listed each lawmaker as the first defendant. The Senate President was joined as second defendant. And in the cases involving this House of Reps, the Speaker was joined as the second, defendant in this case as well. And they are arguing that in line with Section 68, Subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution as amended, lawmakers who defect from the political party on whose platform they were elected without any evidence of a division, that's the caveat given by the law, a merger or faction in that party automatically lose their seats. And part of the release being sought by the PDP is an order of mandamus compelling Senate President Godswill Akpabio and House Speaker Tajudeen Abbas to declare the seats vacant, and a directive to INEC to conduct by-elections to fill the affected constituency. And they are asking for a refund of all salaries, allowances, and benefits received by the lawmakers. So much I think the PDP are ready for war this time around. Now we have one of their chieftains here. He speaks for the Osun PDP, and of course, a media aide to the governor of the state, Honorable Oladele Bamiji. Good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, Nigeria.
Yeah, I'm sure whatever I've read right now, you have a first-hand, approach to that, and this is the direction of your party. Why is the PDP taking this step at this time? Is it for discipline or you are pained?
Yeah, thank you very much. We cannot be pained. Wherever you are popular in a political terrain like we have in Osun State, we cannot be pained. But our own take is to make sure that the constitutional order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is restored. There are things you just have to do, either to put the record straight or at least to help the polity that things cannot just be done like we are in a jungle, as if we are in a jungle. So that is what informed our approach to court of law. Because like you just read now, there is a stipulated portion of the law, Section 68, subsection 1, G, and 2 of the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, wherein it is expressly stated that anyone elected on a platform of a political party who chooses to defect to another party without the evidence of a deficiency in that particular party, automatically is almost written in bold or in capital letters here, that automatically loses his or her seat. So it is incumbent on us as the primary party on which these individuals got themselves into the National Assembly to test that aspect of the law. Not just in our own interest, but in the interest of the polity, in the interest of the entire nation. Because there should be precedent laid for us if we want to move forward as a nation. If things are just allowed to go, because we know that any time, any day, PDP can win election without anybody. I used to say, even here, that PDP is more or less like a movement. In Osun State here, it's beyond the name PDP. It is about the survivor. It is about the future of Osun State. So for us, we know, we are confident. we just want to be arrogant about it. We are confident that with our leader, His Excellency, Governor Adeleke's performance in office so far, and with the level of awareness, I mean, the way the people of Osun State are being wired to have juxtaposed between what befell them during the APC era and what they have during the PDP era. So it is automatically taken that PDP can win election, but we cannot just sit there, sit back and watch when people begin to trample upon the common patrimony, the law of the land, without any consequences. Such consequences, it's not just for our own gain, but to make sure that we run things as it should be in Nigeria. And that is why we approach the court, that let the court pronounce that they have defected properly or not.
All right. Honorable, excuse me, we've been having defections in Nigeria before now. This will not be the first time. So why is this one different? Fine, your party approached the court, I mean, citing Section 68, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution as amended, saying that people should not defect from the platform that brought them into office unless they can prove there is a division in the party or merger or whatever crisis in the party. But before now, we've seen cases of, lawmakers and other politicians who have defected. And each time they have their own reason. They have their own evidence. So are you saying the PDP in Osun State is completely united, that there is no division, there is no case, that these men have no reason to have defected? Because when they left, in their letters of resignation, they gave their reasons that the party is no longer united. Okay, some of them said that the party is now being run as the state is being run as a dynasty. Okay, the Adeleke family is controlling the state. So are you saying that these men do not have evidence to defect? Because they know the law as well. They are lawmakers.
Yes,
they know the law.
Yes, we don't have to belabor ourselves over this. You say they have their reasons. So let them take their reasons to the court of law. Like I said, you don't just allow things to go the will of the whims and caprices of some people just because you think you are not a big man. What made you that big man should not be forgotten. Yoruba will say, "Odo tó bá gbàgbé orísun ẹ̀ yóò gbẹ." It is trite in our political jurisprudence in Nigeria that anyone seeking elective positions, we have to run under the banner of a political party. This wise, those gentlemen ran under the banner of the PDP, Could they have won on the basis of their name, the basis of their family name of all their fathers? The law does not even permit that because we have not moved up to the opportunity of independent candidacy.
Yeah.
So that means they augmented whatever they think they have, either money or whatever. They augmented their life with the PDP. And people must have voted for them. It is not just
because of the party and not because of their personality.
Yes, most of the time. It is
all right, Honorable.
So because people love the PDP, people love the leader of the party, and they voted for them en masse. And if they now have whatever you say they gave as reasons in their resignation letters, let them go and prove that in the court of law. If it is potent enough for them to have defected from the PDP, under which they got elected as lawmakers.
All right. Honorable, part of the reliefs you sought in court is an order of mandamus for the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, and of course the House of Rep Speaker, Tajudeen Abbas, who declared their seat vacant, and some others. And one included refund of all salaries, allowances, and of course, benefits received rather by the lawmakers from the day they defected up till now. My question to you is this: how realistic do you think these reliefs you are seeking in court? How realistic do you think?
We are just.
They are.
All these prayers are just in line. They are automatic prayers in line with the provisions.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. How realistic do you think they are?
You are asking this question. Maybe putting it in your own mind here. The kind of environment we find ourselves.
Absolutely.
Under normal circumstances, it is automatic as stipulated by the law. What we are asking is like rhetorics of the law. It's not even as if we are manufacturing any kind of prayers anywhere. It is the prayers already stipulated by the law of the land. So it's not as if we are asking something outside of the law or from the blues. No, it is the law. Their seat must be declared vacant. It is not we saying it. It is the law saying it.
Are you citing any precedents? Do we have any precedents? In law, we talk about precedents. Do we have precedents?
Don't let us even talk about any precedent. If it has never happened before, does not stipulate or does not mean that it can never happen. Maybe nobody has sufficiently approached the court to test the kind of law. So if it is incumbent, if it is our turn, if it is on us as PDP in Osun State to test that law, please, so be it.
All right. So you only want to enforce what the Constitution has said.
Yes, it is not. We are not manufacturing. It is not as if we are angry because they defected. It is. We are just asking the court to tell us if what they have done, simply put,
all right,
if what they have done is right.
Let's look at it this way. We had you on that same seat a few months ago when those senators, the three of them, or two of them rather, supported, came out with a position. They were still in the PDP then. You remember that they were going to support Asiwaju. And they made it known and they gave their reasons. Oh, this is the best thing at this time. His policies, yielding fruits and all of those things. And I remember you said they never consulted the state, PDP before they made that position. And, I asked you to say, why are you going to summon them? You said some of them, one of them is elderly, a father figure, but that doesn't mean they will not have a case to answer. I'd like to ask you, at that time, did the Osun PDP summon them to ask for their reason why they do that? Why they did that? That's my first leg of the question.
Yeah, well, when some things happen, when it is a matter of law, there are things you don't even bother yourself about. It is not as if...
No, I'm talking about when they made that position of a support. For you, maybe you already, that should have been a sign. Honorable, that should have been a sign for you to know that something is cooking.
Yes.
Maybe you didn't nip it in the bud.
The party under the leadership of our chairman, Honorable Sunday BC, held a meeting with all of them.
To that effect?
Yes, with the leader of the party anyway, Governor Adeleke, inquiring from them why they did that. And they gave their reasons. One of them was like, it was like chasing the chairmanship of a committee. I don't know. where and how somebody cannot serve its nation under whatever capacity. It was that I mentioned then, if you remember, that they were actually or merely playing their Abuja politics. That we are in Osun State and they are there with the president, with the APC and other political parties in Abuja, trying to think that they can try whatever means possible for them to have a leeway to do whatever they want to do in Abuja, and that is so the party summoned them to answer your question, and I think one or two of them gave excuses then, when somebody is on the wrong footing. At times you just have to. At times you'll be raking in so many reasons, tenable or non-tenable. At times, one said it was on a oversight assignment and all that, but the party made its position clear that we have a leader here. The PDP has its own mechanism of doing things. Yes, we have a leader here. We have our ways of doing things. Where they needed to apologize, then they apologize and all that, just to get things going. But like I mentioned, the case of Baba Father, it's like a father figure, an octogenarian now. You want to believe that was looking for it.
All right. That being said, now the second leg of my conversation is this: that you already know. Maybe that would have shown that these people are up to something. You said they gave their reason, whatever that was. Now that they jump ship, now, but that's, four of them, Ajile Soro, Honorable Omiri, the two senators, and they have said, okay, we're off to the PDP. When that letter surfaced, especially for those senators, it was dated June 12th, and that was the day, Democracy Day as well. One or two of them, refuted that today. That wasn't going, no, at all. That wasn't true. It is fake. I saw some of their handlers say that to me as well. But, later it was made a fact that, yes, they have jumped ship. How many persons are saying, Honorable, don't you think that the party under the leadership right now, starting with the governor, has mismanaged that party? How can you lose two senators, two House of Reps members? We don't know other people with other plans, and you are heading into an election year. Will you concede to that?
No.
Because you have to identify that there is a problem for you to tackle it.
I will not.
Mismanagement of Osun PDP.
No, I will not. There is, even biblically, there is no way you want to manage a prodigal son. There's just nothing you can do.
So four of them are prodigal sons.
So you have four prodigal sons.
No matter how comfortable,
prodigal children.
Because that biblical version of this story does not point to the fact that that prodigal son was suffering for anything. But he still felt that he needed to do his own thing.
The analogy you gave is one prodigal son. This one, you have four.
Yes.
Is it now showing that that's a family? That's a bad father right there?
No, it's not.
Managing, producing prodigal sons.
Was his father a bad father? The one you know.
And that's why I say that's just one. Now you have prodigal children all over the place.
For us, there's just nothing you can do to manage people like that. What I can confirm to you here that some of them misstepped in their own wrong calculations. They felt that, it's like APC outsmarted them, orchestrating the rumor. The rumor means around that the governor was going to the APC because they felt that some of the who is who in the APC were like approaching Mr. Governor here, His Excellency, to come to their party, and they felt that they had a bit of clue to that, and so let them take a fast one on the governor. I know of one of them especially who was entrapped in this kind of calculation, thinking that the governor was going, and so they are in Abuja, like I mentioned earlier. Let us begin to do our own political,
so they'll gain ground before the governor comes in.
So that the governor, to them, will not use them to negotiate whatever. They felt they don't know the kind of governor we have. That this is a principled man. A man who was brought from whatever, nothing, politically, to where he is today, right from 2017, when Providence, laws of nature, brought him as the governor representing the Osun West Senatorial District, defeating the APC candidate then, 9 local governments to 1. In 2018, we all saw what happened. And in 2022, before, when God Almighty and the people of Osun State crowned his effort, as usual. So it's not a man that will just do things without consulting the party, without consulting the people who made it possible for him to be governor.
All right, Honorable.
So they felt that they didn't want to wait for the governor. I'm telling you, some of them are there regretting now.
All right,
because the governor is no more coming, and they are left empty.
You've actually started talking.
Mr. Governor is like has always been like their oxygen. And
all right,
which
brings me to my next question. I was going to address that, but since you started it, it's actually part of the next question I'm going to ask. And Honorable, I want us to step back a little bit. Right. And let's be realistic here. You have 4 lawmakers in Osun State who have defected to the APC, and your party won their seats declared vacant because they left. Now, 2 questions. The first one is this. If Governor Adeleke, the governor of Osun State, had succeeded in defecting to the APC, would we be having this discussion? Would you still be going to court? No. For this case? That's number 1. Number 2, yes, you said it was a rumor, but whether you like it or not, Honorable, it was real. There were talks that the governor might defect to the APC. No one can deny that. I live in Osun State. Honorable, I live in Osun State, and I know what I hear on this. Yes, so no one can. An average Osun, go out there on the streets and ask an average Osun resident. They know, okay, that there were talks, there were plans that the governor might defect. So it was anticipated. So these lawmakers, they left. Now you've gone to court to ask them, to declare that it's vacant and all that. You're not happy with them. The question is, if it had gone the other way, if the governor had succeeded, number 1, would we be having this conversation? And number 2, Honorable, you are talking about a party, the APC. They defected to the APC. And the sitting governor of Osun State, Governor Adeleke, has pledged support for the APC in the presidential election in 2027. Are you not playing double standards here? You said he's a man of principle. The governor is a principled man and all that. Yes, but he's in the PDP and has already pledged support for APC presidential candidates. Yet you've taken lawmakers who have defected to the same APC that he is supporting for 2027. Come on, are we not playing double standards here?
There's nothing like double standards as far as I'm concerned. The governor is the leader of the party. Let me, first of all, correct your notion that the governor was planning to defect to the APC. Maybe you are also operating within the realm of the rumor orchestrated, smartly orchestrated by the APC, painting the governor as about coming to the APC then, which unsettled some of those who felt perhaps who lacked confidence in their own destiny, moving to APC. Ahead of Mr. Governors. You cannot build something on nothing. You didn't hear from Mr. Governor himself that he was going to the APC. It was all talks. And where was the talks or the talking coming from? Majorly from the APC. They did that in their own political calculation that we have our people already who are behind the governorship seats, and so let us cause some political chaos. And they started it. And those who, I repeat, felt that are not speaking truth to their own destiny, or their own destiny not speaking truth to themselves, to them, felt that let us play a smart one. So there was nothing like the governor. There were talks. It wasn't as if the governor ever came out to say that he was going to the APC. That is the only thing you can say. It is feasible. It is right that we had this from the governor. Yes, there were moves then, but the governor never believed in jumping ship if he needed to support his kinsman.
All right, Honorable, fine. Let's assume the governor never had the intention. Let's assume he never had the intention of joining the APC. Now, let's talk about the second part of my question.
Yes.
The governor, a PDP member, PDP leader in Osun State, declaring support for APC
and I've told you, I've told you that
at the center.
Reason for that.
Why crucifying those who have defected to the same party?
I've told you reason for that. In the kind of environment we find ourselves. I've mentioned it here before, that we have seen here in Nigeria where people play their, what I can call like a kinsman kind of politics. We have seen it here in Nigeria when a sitting president was being, the grammar mind, pure watered, being sachet water being thrown at him on an open campaign, just because perhaps they felt the governor, the president then was from a minority section of the country, and so it didn't deserve another time and all that. We have had the evidence of how sitting leaders of the party or chairman of the party then, practically betrayed the party for his own kinsmen. So what we felt, what the governor felt is that Mr. Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a Yoruba man. As that is where we find ourselves. We are not all Fulanis in Nigeria. We are not all Yorubas. We are not all Igbos. Maybe when we move a step ahead to playing politics of objectivity, politics of the best bet we have, maybe we'll get there. But
so you'd rather do tribal politics now?
We don't have to deceive ourselves.
So you are, yeah. So now it's easy for you, yes.
And the governor felt that
you should support him because he's a Yoruba man.
Why not support him?
Now, it's easy for you to excuse the governor's action.
But that does not take the governor away from the PDP. There are demarcations in all these things. The governor sits here as the leader of the state. The people, this decision I'm talking about, it's not just that of the governor. We have issues of traditional rulers, our traditional institutions, beckoning on Mr. Governor.
The Osun traditional institutions
to make
gave
sure that
the governor a go-ahead.
They felt that
to support Asiwaju.
Yes, Tinubu is their son. You know how we do things in Nigeria, that especially in Yoruba land, Omawani. Please, Mr. Governor.
And that is the same reason, Honorable, that's the same reason why we are not having good governance in Nigeria till today. Because people have failed to rise above, tribal sentiments.
I will not come on your set. I will not come on your set, sir,
yeah,
to talk about American politics in Nigeria. I will not be here to pretend I am a typical Nigerian. And it is not for me now to begin to act holier than thou kind of politics. I told you that is where we are in Nigeria today.
And I'm saying, should we be there when we should be talking about good governance? Should we be there right now?
We will be there.
Should we be applying tribal sentiments over good governance in Nigeria?
We are not there today. Let the people, that the governor now saying that he wants to support one of his own, in quote now, does not translate automatically.
But that was the same decision. That was the same decision taken by those two senators a few months ago, that they support Asiwaju, and you had to summon them. Why did they do that? No. Isn't that an anti-party?
It is not. It is not.
You have the PDP. The PDP is gearing up to present a candidate.
We have ways. We have a mechanism of doing our things.
It's because they didn't go through the process.
I tell you, the governor, by convention, by the rules of our party, is the leader of the party in Osun State.
So you can support Asiwaju
under that party wants to do anything, should not be seen to have done that outside of the party unison, outside a cohesive decision taken by the party. It's like somebody going out of a family and begin to shout out there, this is what we want, this is what I want to do as a member of this party.
All right.
No?
What I just want to know is that for those two other senators in the past, although the ship has even sailed now, it was anti-party, but for Governor Adeleke of the PDP, in which the PDP is about to have his convention to have a go at who will be, the next step ahead, is not an anti-party.
No.
Governor Adeleke is not involved in anti-party now.
When we are taking a decision, that's always been collective as a party. It is not for...
I'm saying the same thing. As much Osun PDP has decided to support Asiwaju, then he's not anti-party.
No.
All right.
So where is the moral... Honorable, you're not getting the point. The question I asked you.
What I'm saying is that it is our party. It is our party. If we want... But there are rules. Those lawmakers know what I'm saying. They know that it is not up to them to begin to take unilateral decision. If they have had that notion, that plan, all right, they should have come back home, approach the party, and the governor will now tell them, this is what I'm planning. Yeah.
So we are saying the same. So if the governor does it,
they are painting.
If the governor does it, it's right.
No,
it is not as if
it's
not right.
Mr. Governor, I've repeated this.
We'll continue.
Governor is not doing anything on his own.
All right, we'll continue.
Mr. Governor did not make
the conversation.
He didn't make.
All right, Honorable, please hold on.
If you want to disrespect Baba Oni, want to disrespect Ataja, Olu, and all of them, this please, Mr. President.
Support
Mr. President. Please support one of us.
All right.
They know what Mr. Governor's influence is in Osun State.
All right. Please hold on.
And these are the governor's father.
You know, we started from the place of defection, and that is the main focus. And we seek legal angle to that. We have been joined by a legal practitioner or law teacher right now, Dr. Misbah Latif. He is here with us. We will go on a short break. When he comes back, we expand the conversation further. What is the legality of this? We have human rights. We have freedom of association and expression. Everybody can decide what they want to do part-time. Now, for people that have jumped ship, there is a caveat given by the law to allow them to do that. This situation that we have on our hands, have they fulfilled? Does it provide the ground in which lawmakers can defend? Because it is about our country. This is about the system. Some will say politicians will come and go, but Nigeria will remain, and we must properly inform and educate ourselves because posterity beacons. The conversation will continue. Stay with us.